And then Ancient, we kind of lost the energy we had on Mirage, and we managed to get it back for Anubis, and I'm really proud of the team for it.
Perfect. Now, about the preparations, I think that you guys might have the edge versus some other teams because you're a squad that have prepared together. Do you think that you had a lot of weight coming into the event?
I mean, yeah, we are a team. At some point, we practice a lot, but we came back from prayer break, so it's like, okay, like we didn't practice for this event, especially we didn't prepare this event because anyway it's mixed, so there is nothing to prepare against them. Just be strong and play your game.
Perfect. Love to hear that. Now we do have Sweden and Netherlands getting ready, and you've already played versus Sweden. Who do you want your opponent to be and why?
I think I'd like it to be Netherlands because we didn't play them yet. We also have like a lot of friends in Netherlands. We have friends in Sweden as well, but we didn't get to play our friends there, so we would like to play them.
What are the expectations? Do you want to give us something like, oh, we're going to win, or are you just going to wait to play against them and then the result to speak for itself?
I mean, I will never say we're gonna lose, so I will always say we're gonna win, even if I play versus better than me. Because if you are not sure about you, you're not gonna enter in the game good. So when I enter in game, like I will fuck them.
I love that. Okay, thank you so much for the energy. Congratulations on the win once again, and good luck on the grand finals. It's fine. All right, so that was it. We heard from the captains of the squad, and we will be looking forward to watch them in the grand finals. But right now, let's get ready for the next semifinal, which will be Sweden versus Netherlands.
Test.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, I think it's working. Of course. I think we're live.
Oh, hello. Are we live? No, it's just. Wait, which camera? Oh, hello. We are live. There we go. Welcome everybody back to the European Esports Championship here in Kosovo. We're in the arena now, which is why we've got a slightly different camera angle. I have no idea where the camera is that's pointing at. No, that's it's a different one.
That's better.
How fun is that? Yeah, I'm Lucy. That's B-Dog. We're excited to take you through our second semi-final of the day, Sweden versus Netherlands. I'm really excited for this. We've seen Sweden a couple of times already on the broadcast. Netherlands, we haven't actually followed any of their games so far, but the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. And look, you've got just experience. You've also got the same roster that won in Iesf a couple of years ago as well. You've got the twins in Kiara and Naomi. You've got Gina and Missy bringing a wealth of experience, and Manashine brings the firepower. So there's a lot to love here about this Netherlands roster.
Yeah, the twins have been undeniable so far. Like, they've just been absolutely ridiculous for this roster, and that's kind of what you come to expect. It's Kiara, Naomi, go kill, and so far they've been doing that exceptionally. There was a Dust 2, I think, where Kiara had 29 for 9 kills or something in one of the opening games. So yeah, they've been brilliant. Obviously had a tough group, but ended up topping it with that win over Portugal, where they had to come back from losing the OT on Anubis. And since then, they've been fairly untouched. Yeah,
they've been looking really good and really solid, and I think that's a testament to why they did so well in Iesf. It's nice to see as well just players that come out on a repeated basis for national adventures, and they all stick together in the same roster, because it does build that natural chemistry. And just by having a roster with a little bit of longevity, especially after you haven't played together for quite a bit, it makes practice and refinement probably that little bit easier as well. So for Netherlands, I think they're going to be feeling very comfortable. For Sweden, it was a more difficult road, obviously losing to Team France and making their journey here. But you got Juliana, you got Sevenlicious in here. Emsan has been let off the leash a little bit. Tess has been taking up more of the anchor roles, and Emsan's been allowed to be a little bit more aggressive alongside Jenkin. It's been working out really well. And Tess, obviously the new blood in this team, who replaces Zaz at this event, and she's been doing brilliantly.
Yeah, it's slotted into the kind of anchor positions, which is normally what she would be fielded with, which is doing an admirable job at it. And yeah, for her first international LAN as well, hasn't even left Sweden before this event. So a big opportunity for her. And yeah, I think that in terms of all these players, the newest to the stage. But yeah, Sweden have been doing pretty good outside of the loss to France, which was fairly competitive, actually. Not quite as competitive as Portugal's game earlier, but probably the team that's come second closest to beating France. And they'll probably be very happy they didn't have to face France in the semi-final. Instead, get the Netherlands. But it's a very different style of Counter-Strike from the Netherlands than what the French put forward, where they've got a real fundamental Counter-Strike. For the Netherlands, it's a lot of Kiara, Naomi, go kill, and I know a lot of their plays are set up around supporting the twins. So you'll see Gina, you see Manashine really doing a lot of work to make sure that they get the most out of their 2 stars.
For sure, and I think the veto will be really interesting as well because look, Sweden have been first picking Dust 2 basically all the time. We've seen them, and Netherlands are more than happy just to keep playing Dust 2 as well. Dust 2 Anubis normally in the wheelhouse for them, but I expect the Netherlands not to really pick into this. So they're going to Inferno, and Ancient is that decider. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Inferno, not a bad choice. I think Netherlands will be very happy with this veto. Kiara had an insane, in fact, it's Kiara and Naomi both with 20+ kills on Dust 2. And aggressive play up towards middle. Is this?
We're not live.
Yeah, everyone's just... Yeah, don't gonna get ahead of ourselves. In fact, it's not even on the stream, so why I'm like looking at the thing, thinking things are happening.
Well, they've got 60K.
That's a little bit more than you should have in the pistol round.
Who do you favour coming into this? Who would you... Biases aside, who do you look at on paper? It feels like you've got the shot at making the grand final here to meet France.
I say Sweden, and the main reason for that is that pretty much all of these players are still playing in active rosters in the women's circuit. On the other side, sure, you have 2 of the best riflers in the entire scene in Naomi and Kiara, but it's the other 3 around them that aren't, the sort of same level as Sweden's kind of baseline, I would say. Like, for Gina and Missy, they're essentially just coming out every time there's this event and don't really play a lot out of this. In fact, at the last one, last year, we didn't even have the same Netherlands lineup. It was completely different, and they weren't able to get it happening without the twins. So I think they rely a little bit too much on those 2 players. So for me, Sweden, a little bit more well-rounded. The Danish are here to support the Swedes as well, despite getting eliminated from them, sorry.
Don't need to say that.
But it's a regional bit of friendliness. Oh. And Kiara with the opening frag. Nice tap onto Yankin. We'll go back with the flashbang, looking for more, but can't get the shot done. But Gina doubles down. Was that a collateral headshot?
Felt like it. And certainly will go a long way for Team Netherlands. Player advantage here, no utility. Emsan has at least got to recover the bomb, but where on earth is Sevenlicious? She's on the B site, but how on earth do you recover this if you're Emsan?
Yeah, this is the tricky bit. She's stuck here with the bomb. She's been spotted. She's getting flanked through as well. So I don't think there's a way out. CT spawn is, funnily enough, the best way. And Sevenlicious will come around to try and help her out. Oh, it's not quite connecting. And with that, Sevenlicious in an impossible position. Know exactly where she is. Bomb in their grasp. Even just crossing past CT is going to be tricky. Line being held. She'll get over. Smoke will block her vision as well. The Netherlands looking like they should be delivering off Gina's double, but with that kill on the Manashine, with 40 seconds left, there is a chance.
Yeah, the thing is, for Sevenlicious, she's now got to make a decision. Do we jump up on the boxer and wrap in towards short, or do we walk through this smoke just as it fades and go through mid-door? It's going to be the latter rather than the former, hoping that one of these players will present themselves. Missy, the most likely candidate to do so, but it's missing the shots, is Sevenlicious. And now they're about to swarm here, the Netherlands. Naomi will lock it in, and the Netherlands will get a necessary pistol.
There comes with that lovely little short setup to get things started. Naomi with a brilliant first shot, and then that flash over just to support. Even though she goes down, Gina doubles through. It's that double swing dealing with Sweden's fast short play. Nice try. Sevenlicious try and bring that one back. And actually, a bit more of an investment than I would have thought. Are they in 2 minds here? What's going on?
Yeah, half in, half out approach to Team Sweden. Got a little bit of investment from Emsan, and then everyone else
They're rushing B, so they're giving her the Mac 10 to see if she can just get something going with it, while the rest of the squad runs in. Big nade, blows up Yankin. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, Yankin, and then Gino, Missy, Naomi, and there goes your Mac 10 after one. Kind of pays for itself, but also, yeah, you're left with 3,100. Netherlands 2-0.
Yeah, kind of, but not really. It's one of those where it's almost a Hail Mary. Primary objective in this round for Sweden is just to get the bomb down by any means necessary. Unfortunately, they just run into a really good setup. You've got the smokes, you've got the nades that go in deep, and then suddenly there's 2-3 players arriving at the scene of the crime. Hard for Sweden to really do anything within that. So here we go, MSAN going to be using the MAC-10 again. Tessa saved a little bit of money in reserve, maybe to enable the Giuliano future AWP, and yet again, we're hitting B. It was a limit test in the previous.
Yeah, it does feel like that is for that future AWP, and if you're going B, why not have 2 MAC-10s? Double setup in the site, Naomi and Gina. Jenkins looks to take that first contact, charging through. Naomi gonna let her cross. Gina will swing out eventually, and Naomi gets the first kill, and it's 3 in quick succession. Defenders are having no trouble. Tess stuck behind the big box there and getting hounded after she gets that one. Giuliano's lurk, even caught out by a push top mid. So the decision going into B just does not work out. They can't find the fights.
Well, they can't find the fights because they're not leading with the utility. There's no flashes to get them in towards that site. Yeah, sure, there's a couple of smokes here or there, but it's pure contact. It's also just completely disjointed. Then you've got Giuliano lurking in towards mid, hoping to maybe catch the rotations, but that really predicates on the fact that you're getting success in towards the B bomb site in the first instance. There's just no flashbangs to deep to go car, deep to go back site. The entry path is also not there. You get out and you just completely stop. It's really unfortunate, but it's not the way that you hope for if you're a Swedish fan.
Fast few rounds, really. This one might also be as they try and take long control. Flashbang is good. Manstein holds the spray initially, and then with that support from Kiara in pits, runs out of ammo. That's not going to be a problem with the USP. Nice shots from Kiara and great hold at long.
Yeah, it's really nice to see early as well. Look, we spoke about the twins for Team Netherlands, the fact that they're going to be the carry potential. They're definitely the X factor for this team, but everyone is performing in a big way early on. Everyone's had some meaningful contributions. Had that Gina double in the pistol. We've had the lockdown over towards the B site more often than not. Manashine's getting a little bit inquisitive, pushing in towards top mid, already taking away this space, seeing what she can get away with early. And for Sweden, we saw it against France. It was the limited options once things didn't go to plan. Okay, well, how do you figure this out? What's going to be the response? How long does it take for you to come up with a solution? As previously mentioned, Tess did save that extra money, so Giuliano is on an AWP, but Missy's got one of her own.
Yeah, crazy Giuliano's peak with the AWP is in through lower. Even wanting to go into short. Oh, she needs to be careful. I'm so worried for her here. Kiara at such a close angle, and the AWP all tucked in. Kiara saw that barrel. I don't know if she realized exactly what was on the other side, but it's Missy's sniper that finds the first kill. Jenkins goes down out towards long. Missy herself has had some great series. So has stepped up alongside the twins for the Netherlands to get them to this point. Giuliano had an opportunity. Now going to try and move back towards B. They've not had a lot of success there so far.
Sensible disengage here by Naomi. Swings, knows that the AWP's in towards mid doors and then backs off. Manashine's made that rotate down in towards CT. And you've got Kiara and Missy that are still holding these deep lines. In fact, Missy, you feel like is going to come over, hold this short side, and then Kiara can just walk back and hold long. This is a really good setup, but it all falls apart if Missy misses a shot.
Smoke is down. Giuliano looks to play behind it. Very keen to lead a lot of these fights. Missy, Manashine, both here, and Kiara not far away. Little jump attempt, and Missy misses that opportunity. So we'll fall back onto the line. Giuliano's removed Manashine. Missy will eventually connect onto MSAN. Peeks back in for more, not quite connecting the dots this time. That's going to allow that bomb to be planted. Oh, swinging in front of Giuliano. But Tevenlicious on the side, can't convert the shot. The damage was there, but couldn't find the head, and so Netherlands, a successful retake.
Just in the blink of an eye, just how fast this retake is between Kiara and Naomi. They're already scaling up towards the B ramp. They're not allowing Sweden to get into any sort of afterpart. You can see them all just have a traffic jam over towards the catwalk. You're invested in towards short, but you're right in the middle of the map. You can't fall back towards Gandalf. Giuliano, I think, even like leg shots her teammate a little bit. It's all really claustrophobic because of the speed of the retake. And because even though Gina does fall, Missy staying alive, having to fall back on these more passive angles, taking the shot, falling back once more, taking another shot. It just buys so much time for that third rotate.
Yeah, good time to take the pause. It's felt a little flustered from Sweden thus far. Like they're just kind of making a call, committing to it, and not quite feeling like they're all connected on it.
It's interesting because early on as well, it almost feels a little bit overconfident for Sweden. It feels like they're really taking risks and liberties in some of these early kills. And Netherlands, all they're doing is just simple pop flash plays, grabbing more space back in, and it's working out really effectively.
Yeah, that CT setup we just saw, everything that played out there in response to the short take was exactly textbook Counter-Strike.
And I've got to really talk again about that Naomi disengage in towards mid doors. By her falling all the way back, it denies mid to B in an essence because suddenly you're anchored down 2 players on towards that B bomb site. The only free real estate you have if you're Sweden is short, and they go into the Netherlands trap.
Let me see this time boosted up in short. Sevenlicious has been great on these lurks over in B. Missy's timing decides to disengage, and I saw the opportunity for the opener. Is Amzan gonna jiggle around? Oh, what? The timing on that. They both swing in tandem. Missy just fires 1 shot, takes 2. And they're not done. They want more of this short. Flash forward for Kiara. She sees Sevenlicious tucked into the corner, removes her with ease. Giuliano does offer something back. Sees a player on that disengage. Does she want to pop back up? No flashbang, just dry, and Kiara doesn't miss those. So Chas in the 1v4, first kill is hers. But Gina has that cross up, will spot her and will adjust. So Netherlands all kicks off there with Missy's double. Lovely way to get your 6th.
Yeah, and look, Netherlands are just playing ahead of the utility all the time, and that's predicated by the space that the Missy gets with this collateral. It feels like Sweden really feel like they want to keep hammering home this opportunity to take in towards short. And because they're getting flustered by the counter utility, they even drop their own molly there, and it just completely separates them. You see Giuliano now getting a little bit more active in the comms, just saying, look, we just need to calm down a little bit more. It bears a lot of similarities to that first semi-final with Team Portugal, where they're trying to reach the end destination before actually taking the first objective. Sevenlicious, that is a bold swing on towards long, and she'll get rid of Mana Shy.
Yeah, just about. And Naomi's caught off in middle. It's a half fire coming through from Sweden, and they've found 2 frags. Missy's AWP fires a shot from lower, but she's brought down low. Giuliano wants to remove her. Here's that run away. They decide not to commit off that. The AWP has fled, and now they're going to come. You're giving these opportunities for the Netherlands to find the kills back. Kiara looks to engage furthermore, but Giuliano holds her ground, keeps that advantage just about. Missy back into middle. Can see if they fall back. Gina, the only one on site.
Yeah, it's really difficult because Gina's going to throw this smoke, but they're going to be ahead of it already. But the gunshots will reveal that. Gina just needs to live. And how about that for a one-tap? You give Missy an option to try and clutch in this 1v2, and she's fast up short.
Yeah, Bomb also takes a second to scoop up. She's going to go for that, but the smoke is so painful. Sevenlicious on the other side, Deagle in hand. Giuliano comes over. And if the AWP's in her hand, Sweden should be fine to deal with her. Or the jump up and the fly over. Sweden get on the board with style.
They get on the board with style, but again, it comes with a lot of casualties here. Look at the money as well for Team Netherlands. They can just keep reinvesting and reinvesting. Every round is going to come at a premium.
Yeah, that's just the half buy though, right? So, you know, that's one they didn't expect to win. They just put the pace on. They found that early opener. Little flash out long. Mana Shine gets run down by Sevenlicious. So a bit of an explosive start for Sweden in that round. Sets them up for success. No AWP actually invested back in for Missy. That's kind of surprising.
I guess it's to be more active. You've got 4 players that have just gone in towards long as well, taking that really aggressively. Kiara's now been handed all this responsibility in towards mid. And yet again, Sweden, it's the same overall destination, but now with just a more standardized default. You've taken tunnels, you're now taking this control in towards short. It's a deep flash to set up these players.
Standard dust too, isn't it? Take the space in towards short, drop down. That's been heard, surely. Smoke forward. Naomi's in CT spawn. So if this ends up being a mid to B, they've got a great setup for it. And Missy wants to get that information. She's going to start to push forward into short. Play around this smoke with Imsan on the other side. It's a standoff. Missy thinks better of hanging too much around, falls back.
Look at Tess as well. Look at Tess over towards long. This could be a key piece here for Sweden. It all depends on the timing of her lurk, but Sevenlicious gets rid of Gina, and that's causing so much disruption. That anchors Kiara in towards the B bomb site. Sevenlicious up and over. Kiara responds.
Yeah, good damage onto Kiara, but with Sevenlicious falling, this now means, okay, they're just going to force through. They just run straight through the smoke. Sure, Tesla activate out long, and the spray does connect. Giuliano, oh, big kill, but she's caught immediately by the flank.
That's the bomb.
That's the bomb, and 20 seconds left. Tess just not in a position, not with the HP, and with 2 players holding the cross. Netherlands will take that one away. It felt like Sweden were in a good position. Seventh just finding that kill, but it's true.
Let's talk about the reasoning for this as well, right? Why are Netherlands going proactive there? Why are they getting aggressive? Is it because they've been doing that recently? Yes, but also it's the lack of utility. They haven't really got the utility there, so they need to take space, they need to get information elsewhere. And it feels like they're clearing out every single angle, every single opportunity.
Oh, okay.
That's one way to clear out Naomi. Giuliano straight through the double doors.
Yeah, lovely opener. That's one of the players crossing. Does this now incentivize you to put this pressure on?
Looks like it.
The call is going towards B. There is a rotation here, though. It's not just Gina. It's Missy's orb, and Missy's orb connects for 2. An attempted acceleration. But Sven players have left this A side.
Oh, well, this is worrying because Manashine is so close to the doors. I don't think that information's going to be commed over. Yeah, Giuliano, knife out. Bomb dropped. Manashine needs to be traded immediately by M-Stan, but she can't do it. So Manashine's thrown this round into complete catastrophe. Tess, 1v4. We'll get the first drop down in towards CT. A little bit unfortunate. But now needs to try and piece all this together. Might creep in close, but there's players on the other side of her. And Missy will lock it in. Netherlands just keep on building.
Unfortunate timing there. Missy just steps back in just as Tess starts to clear the right-hand side. You could almost see that coming together. But again, it's just chaos coming through, right? You get this great opening pick, and there's this immediate call. We're going to put the pressure on really fast. It feels like Sweden love to do this. Something happens. Some point of action happens. A kill comes, and they just react immediately. There's no sort of slowdown. There's no wait to see the response. It's just like, OK, we got the kill here. One less player B. Run in, run in, run in.
Absolutely brutal timing as well for Manashine to go past Sevenlicious' line of sight, able to catch Giuliano, and then M-Stan, it feels like she just fumbles a little bit off the box.
Great flash.
And now Kiara is just fighting and farming in towards long doors.
Absurdity. Just lines them up through the smoke. Unstoppable.
Kiara Quad is a satisfying alliteration, and now suddenly Giuliano is now struggling to contend with everything. Kiara will claim that ace. It is all 5 for her on the semi-finals on the stage.
Yeah, how clean is that? That's a beautiful feeling ace if you're Kiara. 15 frags deep after it. Missy not that far behind, 14-2. Netherlands are running away with Sweden's map pick.
Just cold, ice cold killer, just stares at the camera like, yeah, you know, I'll be doing this all event, mate. 1 timeout left for Sweden. 2 rounds left in this first half to build and achieve something. And think about what they've tried as well. It's been a lot of short takes. They've never gone out long directly with guns. They
tried just then.
Yeah. And that got shut down. You tried to rush B. It hasn't worked out at any opportunity. You're stumped.
Inferno up next. Not long we're seeing Sweden play just yet outside. Oh, wait, they did play, sorry, against France, right?
Yeah.
That was 1 good half, 1 tough half.
13-7, I think. Sounds right, so we're going to go with it.
Of course, France's best map. So just the pistols for Sweden. So looking to get a deagle pick off somewhere.
Oh, it's brutal. Literally as Jenkin rounds that corner. Missy has hit a collateral from this shot before. So wants to go for it again. Is there a flashbang set of these players here for Sweden? No, instead it's the slow pull around the other side. M-Stan, that's the opportunity, but maybe it's found in short instead.
Yeah, good way to get that opener, and that's an orb down Giuliano's hands. Jenkin removes Kiara. They found a way to scale in. Manashine out through long. Is she just going to peek straight into this orb? Giuliano's holding for it, but the flash comes over. Perfect call on that flashbang, and now the headshots come through. Sevenlicious, Deagle in hand, a chance here, low HP on Naomi, but it's Gina from the ramp side. And Netherlands find double digits.
The best bit about this from the Netherlands is just how cohesive they are. It's just that immediately one person's in danger. Okay, no worries. Players from CT are just going to throw a flash. And it isn't just one player. It isn't just Manashine swinging on this. Every single player is tradable here for the Netherlands. And Gina just puts herself in a cheeky little angle to guarantee that last kill. 10-1, you think job done, especially when it's on your opponent's map pick.
It does feel unreasonable, doesn't it? for something, but nothing coming her way. Everyone's happy just to sit back. Sweden have been coming to them more often than not. Giuliano, another opening, this one onto Missy. That's a big player to remove, all out of the picture. Kiara, another loud presence, will fall back, drop her bottle of flames. As her twin edges closer to the doors. Sweden have been caught off by a lot of these timings before.
The thing is, for Sweden, it's always been so direct. Like, they've not actually gone in towards this mid to B. They're actually thinking to walk through their own nade as they break the smoke. Kiara hears it, backs off, and then double nades are thrown in to support. They really want to incentivize this mid to B, but Manashine just gets close to the smoke. This is tricky, especially with Kiara just removing you. You're never going to be ready for Manashine.
She's going to walk through the back line. It's going to have so many backs turned. And oh, they just fall down to her. The trade does come through. Now keeps into 2-on-2. Emsan is low, but now Naomi steps in. She moves forward, and Emsan takes her down despite the low HP. It's Tess with the HP that plants the bomb. And Gina has to clutch up. Surely this is the second for the Swedes. Gina has the info, but the flashbang is good. Can't quite capitalize off it, but Tess's headshot comes through. And Sweden at least will cap out the half, but it's only 2.
At least they booked themselves an extra round. And I'll tell you what's good here is the fact that they are aware of their surroundings and what's going on here. Because after Manashine goes for this little smoke criminal play, you want to look at how fast Naomi is scaling all the way up short, and yet they're ready for it. Emsan's prepared. She's in the middle of the open with nothing to lose. And sometimes when you've got nothing to lose, you can be a dangerous force to be reckoned with. However, with that being said, that's me being a little bit kind, because it is 10-2 at the half.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great, does it? Not
No.
on your own map pick. You can see at the sort of the start of this half, you mentioned that it felt they were playing, you know, almost disrespectful in a way, just trying to push the issue, right? Feeling like they can overwhelm Netherlands. And I think they were quickly put in their place in that regard, right? They were slowed down, forced to really rethink, and you can see the stress was building early there. They were unable to find the solutions, finding opening picks, in fact, and then just, yeah, as you mentioned, just immediately trying to respond off it.
It was just one-dimensional,
Yeah.
to be completely honest with you. Like in a majority of these gun rounds, it's right. We're going to take this short control, cool, and then we're not going to fake mid to B at all. We're not going to drop that
I
utility
don't think I
there.
ever saw the mid to be smoke.
Well, we saw it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe even a handful of times. We didn't ever see the cross smokes, you know, the one that goes on the left-hand side. Even with the short utility as well that you drop forward, no drop downs in towards CT. It was always, let's just keep going on the catwalk. Let's throw a flashbang here or there. Let's try and overwhelm 3 or 4 Netherlands players.
Yeah, long was never a threat. There was the one round they tried to go there with guns. Kiara put them down. They never attempted it again. There was never even really a lurk that came out that way. The one time they found success was with the half buy, right? And that was with Sevenlicious just chasing down the player.
The thing is, it's so difficult as well, because you can see it from the perspective of Team Sweden, because it's like, okay, well, short was contested, but we were winning that probably like 60, 70% of the time. We were able to get that map control. And because it feels like one of the only secure comforts you've had in the map, you want to just keep defaulting into it. But this is what we're saying. Maybe just add that little bit of variation. Maybe just drop down in towards CT. Maybe just start running these mid to Bs. Even just throwing the smoke as a little bit of a fake or a feign of pressure.
Yeah, I think that smoke would have done wonders just in drawing eyes and keeping focus on middle, because every time they were going up through cat, a player would push through doors and would be, you know, getting aggressive and catching them off guard.
And because you're not even throwing a flashbang through the double doors, it just means the CT player can just move back in towards A, and then there's always just an extra body there. It's just really difficult.
Yeah, it's just some of those fundamentals, isn't it? Which can always be the tricky thing with the national squads, right? When you come together, you've, you know, not had so much practice. Whereas we're going against the Netherlands, that sure, you know, they're not playing as a unit. All these players are even, you know, particularly active in the scene at the moment. But, you know, as a 5, they've lifted the trophy before. They know what it means to win in this national environment. And they've certainly got the individuals that can step up. Missy in particular has really impressed me.
I mean, in essence, because it was a different roster, you don't really count the
Yeah, you don't count
escapade
Riyadh,
in Riyadh,
you know,
right? So
that's-
in theory, they're technically, this lineup is defending champions in a way.
Yeah, we said the same thing about Poland last year, right?
Yeah, and then they went on to win it.
So both Netherlands and Poland undefeated when it comes to the World Championships, but we're first in the European Championships, one step at a time. So we'll be back underway shortly. the CT side's going to have to be something special to come back. I think normally, when we're in this position as commentators, we'll normally put forward the idea that for the team that's in the deficit, it's just about building back in. It's about building the confidence, about, feeling yourself again on the stage. This has not gone the way you wanted on your map pick. You're feeling out of sorts.
Especially not, and you got to think as well. I mean, one of Sweden's bugbears just all throughout this event in general has been the lack of pistol rounds. Like whenever we've commentated them, they've been struggling so much to convert it, and it's a big thing in CS2. I mean, everyone watching knows that. It's just a rhetorical at this point.
MR12, baby.
Oh, MR12. It's good and it's bad.
There's Stitch. We had Lilo playing for Germany.
Hey, I dropped that bar during the game.
Yeah. We're all there for it.
I was sat over there.
You're over here now.
So Inferno up next, I feel.
Oh, I worry
tricky.
Because, I mean, sure, Sweden showed some good stuff against France on that map. It did feel like their CT half was really, really struggling. I think they were getting punished a lot on the way France would slow down. I think that's, if you're Netherlands and you watch back the way Sweden played Inferno, the secret is just making them sweat. They were over-rotating. They were feeling the need to push for information unnecessarily. Their T side looked good. So, I don't want to count them out, but we know the Twins are very good on Inferno.
Good news as well, guys, that we can stop yapping now because the countdown is live. You'll see that in just a sec. We can get back underway with this first map of our second semi-final. Pistol round imperative. I don't need to tell you that. Madashine's got a smoke flash. And it's not going to be as direct as you think from Team Netherlands. A couple out in towards upper tunnels. Bomb has only just been collected in towards T-spawn. Very standardized pistol where you're just trying to establish all this map control. Smoking towards mid doors. Two jumping up onto Xbox with the bomb.
Yeah, we just got the ops be connecting a sec, guys. Don't worry.
Oh.
But I can tell you the round was going. We had a little overview. I think it is still in play. Yeah, okay. I might just have to talk you through this one.
They're all up short now.
It should be on now, as short does look to be the play. Jenkin and Sevenlicious here side by side. MSN has pushed all the way through from A long and is pushing through top mid. Still haven't got the rotations from B. Two players at ramp, flash over. Jenkin gets that first kill. Sevenlicious looking for a headshot. Gets one back in her way, and the gush followed up by Naomi. Gives the advantage to the Netherlands. And Sam will come back to Wong, looking to try and remove these ramp players, and we'll push them back at least. That's going to allow these players in CT to start to scale, but they're just not finding the shots. It's so difficult to fight from this position. MSAN starts to come over, but the shots aren't connecting. And Sweden's pistol round woes, they continue.
Oh
Knives
gosh,
are out. Knives are out. And Netherlands 11-2, running away with Dust 2.
And look, you can talk about the MSAN flank all you want, but the danger with that is the timing of it. Because, yeah, she gets all the info. These players on B need to just start rotating. They just need to get going immediately. The players that are over towards long, you feel like they just need to be set up a little bit more. It's unfortunate for Sevenlicious because she gets overwhelmed, she gets dinked, she then can't fall back, but MSAN's nowhere to be seen, so suddenly the site belongs to Netherlands.
Yeah, problem is they don't know if it's going to be A or B at that point, right? You've seen nothing out long, you've seen nothing in middle. Are they all in holes, ready to pop? Like, you just don't have that information. And when you get it, it comes just a little bit too late. A force buy, it feels necessary, but it's also desperation, and it's speed from Missy. Oh, the drive-by Mac-10s. But the Deagle's the one that finds the first target, and Missy's been brought down low as well. That's been comped over. Flashbang is fantastic, though. Naomi sets up Missy, and now she's going to step in with her. Galil, okay, puts down Missy. Juliana going crazy, charging through. And I think that might just be the end of things. 12-2, the force buy not finding success. The Netherlands are running away with this semi-final.
Just the counter utility from Netherlands is just so good there because you know that Team Sweden are going to be incentivized to push, hunt down Missy. But it's not just one flashbang that comes over. That'd be too simple. It's a second one as well that's chained in. And it means Naomi can grab another kill. It means that Missy can get this one as well. It's really good work from Team Netherlands. Everything is just, they're just going through the motions. It's going down their checklist right now of things to do. in the round, and it might all just end with B. Fast smoking towards the doors immediately. Emsan, only player here, but is able to get the first kill and the second. Emsan's doing everything on the 5-7. A complete mop-up, a terror in the tunnels as Giuliano comes back through. And now Missy is all that's left standing. Sweden have got some fight in them.
Yeah, it comes through as soon as 12 comes in, of course. But a little confidence builder. Emsan almost taking down 4 in the doorway. Maybe she just kept that knife out and charged in, would have found that frag, but hey, you take it. Netherlands maybe getting a little overconfident here, feeling that they can just end this with the B rush. Got the spawns for it, and honestly, it could have worked out if Emsan had been affected by any flashbang or anything. But no clear on that smoke means they're running straight gray screen to her. Still, 3 AKs for the Ts. One's been dropped over, I think, to facilitate the twins and facilitate pace. Tess and Jenkin in towards short, and between the two of them, they're keeping them at bay. Tess and Jenkin will fall though after they get those 3, but then Giuliano steps in with her nade and her bullets. So all right, Sweden building up some rounds.
This is giving me flashbacks towards Yash, actually, because I remember an awful lot. Netherlands went up, they built this massive lead, and then all they did was just rush until they were able to get the round over the line. And it did put them in some precarious positions. I'd like to hope that they'd learn from some mistakes that they made in Yash, potentially at this event and beyond. It is 12-4, mind you. It will be an eco.
Yeah, but these are just the rounds that Sweden needs to feel like themselves. A little bit of success in a setup, your B anchor holds down, your double short player works out. Giuliano's ramping up, 15 kills for her.
Jenkin just catches a big glimpse of all of these players. Nice nade into towards the doorway, flashbang through. That's what we were crying out for Team Sweden in this first half. Jenkins ran out of bullets, has to swap over, but Giuliano's there to support. Crisis averted. Naomi hits a nice dig. That's potentially the only nice shot that's going to be hit by Team Netherlands. Sweden will get that 5th.
Giuliano feeling herself 4 against the eco. Lovely little tap to close things out as well. 12-5. You're wishing you could have just won a pistol. So you feel like you had any chance to build up a reasonable scoreline. You've done enough to cause Netherlands to pause. Giuliano's orb comes into play. After that little quad kill, she's actually found herself to the top of the scoreboard.
Top of the server.
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, Netherlands have a lot of players not far behind her.
Oh no, Naomi's on 21.
Oh.
Wait, what? It said 21 on the middle.
It says, no, it says 14 on the right.
That's weird. Oh well.
I feel like I've not seen her get 21 kills.
It's just not surprising. Fight out long. Manashine tries to take the space, but the utility really good from Sweden. And Tess is even better. Double kill to open things up and put Sweden in a very profitable 5v3.
Yeah, brilliant hold, the HE, and then just playing behind that smoke. That's a T-smoke drop forward. That's going to send Netherlands scampering. I already saw Emsan lock down B before. I'm surprised she doesn't get a second player over here.
No smoke as well, because that's just about to fade. She has one flashbang, but
does that help?
She gets it. Counter flashbang, but no, not good enough. Kiara able to hit the headshot. Jenkins 7licious just trying to cry over for some support, but the smoke is in, and now the fight over the top is being held. 7licious has banged one out through the smoke somehow. So this is a 2v3. It's still in favor for Sweden, but Netherlands do have the sight. A fake out on the plant. They really want to get this kill.
What?
And Giuliano has no scope one through the smoke. And again, are you joking me?
What? How's she done that then? We just saw that from the twins' POV.
Let's see it from Giuliano's POV.
I don't think she saw them. Those were just pot shots through the smoke. Is that long hold that got things started? Yeah, I swear.
Right.
She just shot through the smoke in the general direction that her teammates columned that you could see on the minimap. And she found her mark. See, these are the rounds they needed. Even if they lose this now, these have been the confidence builders.
They're the Giuliano rounds as well. They really want to keep testing MSAN here over at this B bomb site. But to be fair to them, whenever Netherlands have gone to B, there's only been one defender.
Yeah, why is there only ever one defender? Okay, Jacob will start to be a bit closer. MSAN, gun out, swing out, and takes out 2. How she's found that second one. Denka needs some help. USP in hand, doesn't connect. And so they managed to breach through with the lesser weaponry. That's 2 M4s now picked up, 3 on 3. This B hold. It slips apart, and Sweden have a very difficult retake.
It's one-dimensional as well. They're all coming from CT. Giuliano's going to be setting up these flashbangs because she's got the AWP. First one goes in as a little bit of a bait, and then Tess and Sevenlicious go over the window, but it's missing Kiara to lock it in. Giuliano needs some more heroics, and this incendiary doesn't go in the right scenario, and Netherlands will be able to close their opponent's map pick 13-6.
Yeah, sealed away. It felt like it was inevitable after that 10-2 half. It was domination on that CT side. Sweden couldn't find the way in, couldn't get a pistol. It's just been their struggle this entire event. And that's just put them on the back foot in each of these halves, each of these times. And especially in this one, right, because they force in again, and that doesn't work out. When they finally do break through, they actually get a few rounds going. Giuliano had a brilliant map, but it just felt like the fact that they started each one so slow just made it so difficult for them to build anything into this.
Yeah, look, it's really been the curse of Sweden all event, to be honest. Whenever we watch them, they build into games, but they can't start off in the right footing. It's such a shame for them, and it's something they really need to address moving forward. I think for Netherlands, look, I was really impressed with what we got out of them on that CT side. I loved how dynamic and fluid they were, to be honest. I think that was the most impressive thing for me, because I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit more sluggish. It would be the Twins. And look, don't get me wrong, the Twins did a lot of the
Kiara,
heavy
23
lifting.
for 10.
But Missy was so dynamic on this AWP, had some really crucial moments where she was getting so many of these opening kills. And even when Netherlands weren't getting the opening kills, they were all moving together as a unit. They all had they had one idea in mind. It didn't matter whether it was right or wrong. The fact that they did it together made it the right idea.
Yeah, Missy's first half was brilliant. And obviously, you know, I assume she's at the helm of this in the calling side as well, as she has been historically. So yeah, a brilliant map from the Netherlands. They take their opponent's map pick. Brandon, Inferno is coming up next. Sweden, we already kind of put the picture. They had some decent showings against France. Their T side in particular, which they'll be starting. No, they're playing on the CT side, sorry. So yeah, their T side was pretty good. So if they can actually get a good start on their CT side, they could bounce back in this.
Yeah, no, absolutely they can. And look, I don't want to rule Sweden out of this whatsoever, because I know the individuals on this team. It's just whether they can start strong and hold their nerve after they get flustered just a little bit. If they experience an early setback, I want to see that pause coming in early. I want to see immediately Giuliano take control, because when Giuliano started taking that control, suddenly everything started going a little bit better for Sweden.
Makes that timer in the top right corner. That is when our second map will be taking place. Our second semi-final to decide who will be joining Team France in that grand final. Don't go too far. Inferno up next.
sytë flak, zemra zjarë. Në Kosovë, aty ku andrat nisën ekranet vogla. Në u ritëm, për loja në mbetin zemër. Mund është me urzu. Mund është me u thy fituesit. Ata nuk di me u dorzu. Ata kapin majat, se synimi është veç nalt. Heronjt I takuem, e heronjt u banëm vet. Në Kosovë, aty ku toka merr frym e andrat marrin hov. Hajde ta djegim arenën. Tash është koha me shkrujt emnin tan.
Ky fatoni edhe bashkë me kreqësnin e vet e din që s'ka me internet e pakot telkosit.
Telkos, dashnin lidhjet parë.
I'm just going to take a chance and talk, guys. Welcome back, everyone, here in the second semi-final. Second map here between Team Netherlands and Team Sweden. After Team Netherlands put up a dominant performance on their opponent's map pick of Dust 2, moving to their home territory of Inferno. Sweden will be starting on that CT side. We'll get that HUD swap for you, no problem. And for them, first objective, a pistol.
Yeah, that's one that's been lacking for them this entire event, and now is the best time for it with elimination. Well, third place decider on the line, I suppose. More spot. I don't know if she saw too much, but she definitely won't see anything in second mid. So you anticipate some players start to move. Unless she's going to need the help. Has utility to slow them down. And I'm surprised there's no rotation.
Oh no.
Flames go down and she's going to let them in. They're going to have to play retake. They have the kit. They have a smoke.
They do, but they don't really have any utilities to get them into the bomb site. They've got disruptive utility in terms of the smoke, maybe to place on the bomb and defuse, but for them, it's got to be a team effort. And look, Netherlands has been given the opportunity to establish all of these crossfires, and there's a molly for the bomb and a re-smoke in CT.
Yeah, molly for the bomb won't be so big a deal if that smoke ends up on it.
Oh, I love this. Actually, it just goes deep in towards Coffin, so it completely limits access.
Yeah, slow them down. That clock is really far gone now. They're just going to have to force their way through, hope they can overwhelm, and it looks all too simple. Team just sitting back and tapping away, and not a frag goes the way of the CTs. That round's peculiar for me because they had the info. Jenkins sees nothing in second mid, seeing nothing in mid-mid, and no one moves.
Yeah, not a single player. And then just brilliant block utility for Netherlands. That's the key feature piece here. The fact that you have another re-smoke in towards CT. You don't use the molly for the bomb. Instead, you just use it to block and burn and shave extra seconds just off this clock. And you force Sweden to make a decision. Okay, we cannot push through the molly, so we have to go through the smoke instead. You go straight into one crossfire. There's another crossfire a little bit further back. It's brutal.
Oh, the old Classico nades down middle, and
what damage?
They do a fair bit of damage, but they don't get the kills. So, just a little lick of damage. Sweden will have not the best investment into this. So it might be some concessions. Players onto the MP9s to facilitate the utility. Netherlands, another good start to a half.
It's going to be really tough because early you need to make a decision here if you're Team Sweden. You're going to be fighting for Banana pretty proactively, or are you going to just be playing a little bit more standardized? Deep smoke goes down in towards middle. Team Netherlands, it looks like they're going to disrespect it. Yeah, they're already through it. Molly's thrown forward, flashbang, brilliant. Giuliano does good damage. Jenkin can now spam through this smoke. It's not her that gets the kill, instead it's Giuliano.
Yeah, great damage as well. Giuliano seeing one scale. Kiara brought down low. Where's Tess in all of this? Oh, Jenkins on site. Tess is actually in towards the kit, so it might not be anticipated. Will swing out for some damage, but then the long crunch comes through. Giuliano got caught, and that allowed Missy to play through. So despite a great start to that round for Sweden, Netherlands just continue to stick to their guns and force their way in.
They're just not playing together. And it's all because, look, it's really difficult to play together when you're just being hunted and hounded by these players. And I really love the approach here. Investment comes in immediately for Team Sweden, and Netherlands go, okay, look, we're going to play aggressive. We're going to go for this long wrap immediately. There's going to be this short element here as well. But moreover, it's going to potentially just developing towards this app split. Missy can take pure contact. Giuliano is iced out, held down the line by Kiara, and I believe it was Gina. Then you got the apartment player coming through, so Tess can't really do anything whatsoever. She just has to relegate herself into holding one little angle in towards pit because Jenkins got all the responsibility of looking towards long. I really would have preferred it if Jenkin and Tess swung together, but of course you don't have the info about apps. But even so, you've got to take a risk there, because otherwise you're just getting isolated fights.
Yeah, they'll play from every direction there, right? Plays out through long, out through short, and out through apps as well, right? We just kind of saw each player as they were overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm not sure to Giuliano. I feel like that was the key kill because she'd already gotten one. She'd done damage to another, and she fell back. She was alive in CT. So I'm not sure how she got caught, if Kiara got her with the low HP. This one is a little lighter. Players start B, just to dump that util. Giuliano goes investigating, but Gina catch her out.
It's just so individual. I know it's a low buy rounds like this, but just in general, just in this series, it's been really, really individual out of Team Sweden. It feels like they're running the same you're running into on the first day, where you've got a couple of players trying to make hero plays, trying to be the star for their squad.
This has found a pick over at A. That's going to send them towards B, where there are 3 players, more than 3 players. There's damage being done here. M-San's invaded perfectly. We'll get that first kill. Looking for more, and the MP9 doing work. How much more can she deliver?
Oh.
Almost enough. Gina on low HP. Tess last known at A. Smoked off right now. Doesn't have armor or anything to work with. Just this pistol. Oh, Gina swinging the angle. Tess walks in. The timing is good. It favors Tess. And she'll clutch it out to get Sweden there first.
Yeah, really good play, but it's all about M-San. It is all about M-San in this moment, because finally we're literally talking about how Sweden have not been playing together. Bait and switch was just perfect. So sure, the first player falls over at Coffins, but they're taking all this attention away. And then M-San just wide swings out towards Orange. Just knows she needs to do damage. How about a kill and a half? Immaculate work from her. Came into this, I'm not sure today is the best rated player for Sweden, but certainly held that title at one stage of this event or another, and certainly earns it again here.
Yeah, 3.5 kills. Huge with that MP9, that one SMG invested for that reason. And then, yeah, Tess getting that kill over at A also sent them in that direction, funneled them in that position. So the two of them chiming in on either side. As his ult comes into play, Giuliano caught on the cross with her own.
You can't beat that anymore.
Yeah, that just does not quite work out for her.
I like this, M-San ahead of the incendiary, but lets them know that she is there, and Naomi's still not done, and neither is M-San. 2 quick headshots, and that will send Netherlands scarpering in towards A, but take a look at this. Jenkin and Tess have pushed naps.
Yeah, Jenkins found that kill on Kiara. Tess long range, doesn't take her spray. And Missy hits the no-scope. You're never expecting the orb to crawl up there.
Surely you know about Jenkins. Surely you know she was also in towards the apartment. Missy gives it a consideration, but a missed shot provides big opportunity, and now throws Gina in the clutch once more.
Yeah, this one trickier. M-San is low, though. She just wants to commit into this A bomb site. And Jenkin just crawling under the porch side. 3 for her. Sweden, consecutive rounds. And that's the breaking point for them, despite the opening pick going the way of Netherlands for Missy. Sweden's proactive push into second mid is what sets them up for success.
They just weren't ready for M-San to also be on banana in that moment, because M-San's spraying quite desperately by car, and then Naomi will grab a kill, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, we got that space, and they immediately just run straight into her.
Yeah, it's a bait to set up Sevenlicious there, right? The fallback on the reload, you're kind of hoping that Sevenlicious can get some kills. She's caught out, and it's the baiter that gets the kills. Pace now with the lesser weaponry. Still 3 rifles, Jenkin. Hearing them coming, Flashbang comes over to help her out, and she'll get 1 off it. Sevenlicious also evening out. She's feeling the pressure. They can just wrap on her. She knows this is coming. Oh, and this is the cheeky little reposition. If she can tuck into tree.
Oh, I don't know if she was spotted. I don't think so, actually.
No, I don't think so. So
Gotta
she's got a
clear
good
it.
timing, gets that kill, and the adjustment as well. Brilliant from Sevenlicious. Every Swedish player offering up a different multi-kill in these last 3 rounds. Kiara in the 1 versus 3. Already, Giuliano scopes in on Banana to prevent that fallback. She won't move any further forward. Tess will move over to help out Sevenlicious, and not even needed. Acquired Matilda, and 3-3 on the board.
Yeah, brilliant from Sevenlicious. Just knew that she immediately had to go in towards CT to hold for that. Is able to get that advantageous time in, will swing on Missy's position, and it just goes for even more. And then the smart reposition as well, just fall all the way back in towards CT, going towards the back site, wait for that player to come up banana. Complete deception. Netherlands will take a timeout. And in essence, here's this good start that we were almost looking for Sweden. Sure, it doesn't come with a pistol, but it's met Netherlands with resistance early.
Yeah, Sweden will now position to take the lead. It's just going to be a couple of pistols into this one. And after an 0-3 start, it'll feel great in the gun rounds to have done most of the heavy lifting. And a team effort too, for the most part. Still never count out the Tech 9s. Some nades, 4 of them. Where are they going to stack these? Top banana, we saw that work out for the French. Oh, M-San, yeah. At least one goes back the other way, and yeah, great utility damage actually. Will slow down the ability to scale, and rotations now on their way, so if they want to try and commit through this, it'll be very difficult.
You got, what, one smoke for CT, but no flashbangs to get you through. So you do just have to wait out this smoke. The issue is, as soon as you drop this smoke, Juliana's going to be ready for a flash, and I love the fact that they're just going to reposition. In goes that smoke, another flashbang throw forward. Oh my goodness me, a break on the smoke as well, but Sevenlicious is standing tall and delivering. Remember, Giuliano dinked. Bomb site does belong to Netherlands.
So low HP though, basically 25 apiece. Rotations, oh! Tess just gets banned through the smoke.
And that's not the low HP player.
Jenkin now has to be the one that delivers for them. She's got the HP, Missy's repositioned, and this is a cheeky spot, but Jenkin wins the fight. Gina reveals herself. You should know, it's been calmed over. Last player, Jenkin up and over. 5 HP the difference. Netherlands with the Tech 9s almost break through. A sigh of relief for Sweden.
Yeah, a sigh of relief for Sevenlicious as well, because once again, it's her getting this triple kill, making it possible for Team Sweden just to stabilize in a round like this. But Jenkin's maneuverability here, the fact to go so vertical, it is what offsets Gina. It is such a shame for Gina, because she keeps getting put in all of these clutch situations, not by design, but it keeps panning out that way. All the AKs reacquainted now with the Netherlands, Sweden with the slight edge. And again, it's just pace and banana. So interesting, the fact that Team Sweden just want to keep fighting this. 2 for nail. Nades go deep. Over the top comes the spam. Sevenlicious able to get one, and the flashbangs are so good, but they're not able to get the kill.
Yeah, Naomi actually shot on the full back. A damage exchange to Netherlands. Worse for wear off it. Now a third CT rotates over to B. Netherlands really want to continue to push the issue over here. It's been their focal point these last few rounds, and that nade almost actually finishes the job onto Naomi. Giuliano on the angle now with the AWP.
No flash to get her off it. So it has to be a wide swing, it has to be maybe a boost on the corner, or they could just wait for these smokes. But Giuliano's been getting cheeky on these corners with them. Smoke goes up, Giuliano peeks before it, Sevenlicious on the angle, able to claim the lives of more once more. She's been such a dependable anchor for Sweden.
Yeah, she's been brilliant over here on Banana. Back-to-back triples for her. Chance to even make it the quad. Yeah, for her, we'll find that kill, and then the smoke fades. So M-Sam, easy as you like. Sweden extend their lead.
Hey, look, it's Ramsden.
We've got both Danish squads out here, both the men's and women's here to support the Swedes. Presumably. They might be hate watching, you never know.
It's all love. Tech 9s yet again, Sweden really restricting the movements and the economy here of Team Netherlands, and finally found that groove, a little bit of rhythm here.
Giuliano's in the right position as well.
Look at Tess, has to push her further forward off this. This could get a little bit scary.
Yeah, Giuliano needs to hit this shot, and then Tess needs to be ready. There comes the shot and the swing, and between the two of them, it's a cleanup on this attempted at top. Giuliano finds another. There's her multi-kill round. She's been waiting for that opportunity. Missy, run down by Tess on the swing. So that app setup gets all 5 kills.
Yeah, it's cool to see Giuliano actually just waking up a little bit as well, because she was obviously difference maker for Sweden on Dust 2. Even though that map was convinced by Netherlands, she was the one just providing that little bit of magic. And the fact that she now starts to wake from her slumber so soon in this map, it is really good. And it just means that this team's now got a much higher floor than it did on D2 on their bad pick. It's funny how Counter-Strike works.
Netherlands have used 2 of their timeouts already. So feeling like the answers aren't coming to them on this T side.
It's so weird, because if you remove the HUD just from this game and you take a look at it, the way that Netherlands have been playing Inferno was exactly how Sweden were playing Dust 2. Whereas, oh, we're getting the space over towards short, in this case, Banana on Inferno. Let's just keep going B. Let's just keep hammering it home. Whereas the difference is when Sweden were winning these rounds really early, sorry, not Sweden, Netherlands were winning these rounds really early, it's because there was so much variety in them. Now it just feels like we're Route 1 again and again and again, smashing our head against the Sevenlicious brick wall.
Yeah, I'm just interested to see if they go back more for the A play with the guns. They were finding more success there. Getting that control has been very B focused. And now Giuliano has a deep line, and that's a nice shot through the edge of the wall to get the header. And now Jenkin pushes forward. She's seen another. Sweden are kicking it up a gear. The confidence is now flowing.
It makes so much sense for them to do this because at the end of the day, Netherlands just went for an apps pop on low eco. They went for an apps pop when they were in danger of getting reset by Sweden with that long wrap. So, oh, it's another gun round. They won't be doing this again. So Jenkin takes that time in alongside Tess. Giuliano's got a deep line to hold down middle. Netherlands are going to reset. They're hoping that Team Sweden have vacated this space, which for the most part they have.
Yeah, but they don't need to move too much around here. They keep 3 bodies at A anyway, so enough to deal with these players. Giuliano is on long with the AWP, which is exactly where the Netherlands look to go. And it's just a dry peek straight into her scope. Gonna self-flash, peek up to the angle. Raise her a little bit, and into the flames. Giuliano, I need to be careful, burning out. But now Jenkins taking a forward position at the off angle. Ooh, nice little step back from Naomi. And with Giuliano low, this can still get a little hairy. Support should be on its way, 30-second mark. Giuliano firing off shots, no scopes again through the smoke. Oh! The no in Giuliano stands for no scope. Another double without right click. Yeah, she's arrived.
That's got to be, what, like 5, 6, 7 no-scope kills this whole event?
Insane.
She can't keep getting away with this. Really good positioning, though, from Giuliano. Jenkins just gets a little bit unlucky. Just gets devastated by Naomi. Fortune favours the bold. Fortune favours Giuliano. 7-3 for Team Sweden. Yet again, it feels like Netherlands are working with bare bones.
Fires off, doesn't connect, but it's a warning signal for the Netherlands. This AWP is present. They decide maybe to braid the smoke over in mid. This is their smoke, which cuts off long and short. Gonna wait for it. And still 3 over at B, so this is the opportunity. A contact play up A. Is Tess ready for this? Playing on the edge of the balcony. Jenkin inside, but she's worried about long. Falls off, she's gonna get caught off. Tess will get that trade. But the contact play for Netherlands works out. The timing of that was terrible for Sweden. Jenkin just starts to move long.
Look at this. You're never expecting this.
It's lurking in the corners. Oh, okay, Amsan
right.
does expect that. And now it's a 3-on-3. They're definitely going to give this a shot. They've got plenty of money.
You've got a lot of util as well, right? You can drop a smoke to cut on some of these angles, and that's exactly what Netherlands do. In fact, they got one over at Moto. They got one on towards short. Flashbang over the top to try and get Amsan involved and invested. But Naomi, in fact, she's not the one who gets any of the kills. It's Cheetah and Kiara, but she was in the right place at the right time just in case.
Yeah, one's pretty straightforward, right? You hear that all fire off in Banana, you decide not to push the issue there, which you have done so many times. Go back for the contact play on A. Sweden, they are a little too late to the punch. Only 1 kill from the defense. Jenkin caught as she's moving out towards long. That timing is just awful.
Yeah, and it's rough as well because Tessa smoked off balcony and she could only see like half of her actual angle. So Jenkin gets caught.
Yeah, if it's like a couple of seconds later, she gets around that corner, right? It's a completely different round.
Good util. Mana Shrine brought down to half HP. Naomi has got a broken bone as well. Nade goes back forward. Flashbang. Sevenlicious wants to try and fight this up close, and she will. But she'll actually get rid of the close player. It'll be Kiara to trade out her twin, and now Amsan needs support.
One player playing anti-flash enough to prevent the multi-kill, and Giuliano's been picked.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, really cool reaction here for Netherlands. So they know that Giuliano loves to go for this mid-info, down top brackets. Missy's held for it. At the same time, Gina's now also looking just in case Jenkin or Tess are going to push apps, neither of which happened.
Yeah, Tess just disengages. And that's the space, which means that Netherlands get the free bomb site.
That smoke's a bit wonky.
Oh, yeah, that's well off the mark. Not going to matter too much. A resmoke will come down from Gina, and this retake, 3-on-4 on the A side. You don't favor Sweden.
You don't, but of course it's going to be one that they have to go for. Missy holding for both boiler and top middle. Hasn't got immediate traces for, but might not even need it. Now she'll fall back to a more passive angle, goes for the flick shot. It doesn't connect. MSAM runs out of bullets as well, and that'll be the opportunity for Missing to strike too many players to contend with for Tess. And for all of Sweden's hard work, Netherlands are still able, with that pistol, to get 5.
Yeah, 5. Considering that's 7 in a row for Sweden, that's an okay recovery for Netherlands. But what a half from Sweden without the pistol and even losing the first gun round, right? They're down on the 0-3. They build it back to get 7 in a row. Netherlands getting those last 2, though, keeps this very competitive.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And you do start to worry for maybe what the Sweden T side will look like, but it's really good to see Seven Licious has been stepping up quite a lot. Giuliano's starting to feel a little bit more confident in the peaks that she's been getting. You just get concerned just because of how Dust 2 was.
And just get a pistol round. So far, 3 for 3 for the Netherlands.
Andra, Sydflak, zemra zjarr. Në Kosovë, aty ku andrat nisën ekranet vogla. Ne u rritëm, për loja në mbetin zemër. Mund është me urzu, mund është me u thy fituesit. Ata nuk di me u dorzu. Ata kapin majat, se synimi është veç nalt. Heronjt I takuem, e heronjt u banam vet. Në Kosovë, aty ku toka merr frym e andrat marrin hov. Hajde ta djegim arenën. Tash është koha me shkrujt emnin tan.
Ky fatoni edhe bashkë me kreqësninë vet e din që s'ka me internet e pakot telkusit.
Telkos, dashnin lidhjet parë.
on their heads and taps on their heads. Sweden finally get a pistol.
Yeah, really good work from Sweden. And I'll tell you what, the most chaotic portion of that round is a player that doesn't even get a kill. Because there's a player that makes it in towards Big Pit. The players on default site for Netherlands just feel really confused. And they're like, all right, well, we got to deal with this player. As soon as they try and deal with that player, that's when Tess takes that swing. That's when Emsan comes in from short. Just so confusing. But that's what they needed. Full eco immediately out from Team Netherlands. They want the guns, they want the utility ASAP.
Okay, I'm gonna allow that 9-5 scoreline. Just don't let this one slip. Don't walk into the stack and get wrecked. Some info gathering. Giuliano will be the one that's in charge of getting that information. Like to. I can do the sound effects for you guys. Got any AK noises?
There's no AK. Oh, there's one AK. Nope, not needed. She didn't get a kill. Oh, she got one. That's fine. Good money making, money moves for Team Sweden as they're able to collect on the SMGs. Look at this. Actually, the prioritization doesn't really come with utility on a few of these players. Kiara, Gina, Missy, all electing for A1Ss.
Okay, that could make this B site quite vulnerable.
Maybe a little bit touch and go.
Yeah, we'll see. They don't have the utility to try and keep them at bay. 3 MAC-10s, do you go for something quite fast here?
You have to.
Looks like they're leaning more towards the A side than B. Pom is by itself in middle. The rest of the pack moves through second mid. Comes the smoke out for Moto.
It's going to be an apps pop. Just going to be an apps pop completely.
There's only 2 players.
Yeah, you're right. And they aren't rotating. They are starting to now. Mana Shine's on the way. Kiara and Gina need to grab some kills. They can't do it, but Kiara's been based in perfectly. But the M4 can only find 1.
Yeah, only 1. You feel like you needed 2 from that position. Sweden have burst through. Even lands on Missy's feet. You've just got these guns. 3 on 4. Yeah. Sure, Naomi's close. Do you really want to try and touch this?
Yeah, get out. Inferno obviously predicated for saves. Sure, you're going to be down double the scoreline that you currently have earned in this map. But, as you say, you've not got good kit, you've got no utility. All the M4s that were used to set up on this A site have just completely hit the floor. That's now upgrades for those MAC-10s for Team Sweden. A dream scenario.
It doesn't get much better, does it? Netherlands, because they had, I think, that lack of utility, they want to put more players over to B to get that control. So the decision just to go straight directed A works out great for Sweden, who hit double digits. At least those guns were saved. Tess taken down at the end. So Netherlands get another chance to fight back.
Now they actually do consider the utility, and that means we're probably going to see a more active fight for Banana here. We're going to see a much more standardized round of Counter-Strike here from Team Netherlands. They need to stick the landing on one of these. A miss nade isn't going to help things, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because it's pure emptiness. No one in Banana yet for Sweden.
Netherlands will be able to get this control. Oh, what? Giuliano just spams and gets a freebie. Sure, she's brought down to 1, but she can just sit back, stay alive.
She is the one right now. At least that's what it feels like. Jenkin ready to swing in towards Apps. Her partner in crime, Tess, always lurking, always near. It's going to be really tough here for Missy.
Kiara's going to start to come over. So they will have a 3rd player present.
They're just so separate. And the best thing about this is Sweden, they don't need to commit.
Oh, that timing is not great. Missy had been actually moving back and forth. And the second Jenkin decides to poke her head out, that's when the reveal comes.
Bit touch and go now if you're Netherlands, because look, you've still got 3 players committed over towards A. You've just used your smoke grenade if you're Naomi over at B, and the bomb's going to start to make its journey back towards that bomb site. Giuliano rendezvousing with her teammates, Naomi completely alone.
Yeah, Netherlands really believe it's going to be this 8 play. They are going to info gather now. They've cleared through, and so Kiara can move over to support Naomi.
Oh, it's a good timing, but I tell you what, with this contact now being taken, that wants to make you go in towards B. If you're Sweden, you got to hightail it. Naomi is technically still on her own.
Here comes the flash, here comes the swing. Naomi set up, and Sam will trade. And remember, Missy very low. Did take out Tess. Bomb needs to go down. That's the tricky part here. Sevenlicious will scoop that up. Well, they just try and overwhelm. They're just spamming her, trying to deny, can't connect it. And MSAN removes Gina, trying to force the issue. 7licious, she's just pushing forward into the back lines. Oh, this flank, gun out, Missy, trigger discipline. Oh, 7licious wants to confirm the round all by herself, and she will. 2 players, backs turned, and 7licious. What a flank, what a play.
The fact that she just makes that decision immediately, that's the bit that wins the round here for Team Sweden. It's the fact that there's no hesitation whatsoever. I'm going to flank in towards Coffins and immediately just goes for it. I really like the decision out of Missy, to be honest, to not go into Banana, to retake back in towards CT. But unfortunately, I think where that contact comes in towards middle, that almost incentivizes Sweden to go in, when technically you're not ready. Because even though Naomi got that flashbang support, it was only 1 personnel there.
Yeah, great trades as well. MSAN removing Naomi first, and then Gina trying to scale up on over, removing that advantage. Naomi, how's that happen? She stood in the flames top Banana, so she got heavily wounded. Not sure if she was half blind or what caused that. Now Manashine stuck, but doesn't commit further forward. Flames again, keeping Naomi at bay, but a re-smoke. So Netherlands fight hard with their utility to get this control. Oh. Are they going to pop through? I'm so afraid. Manashine not blinded, and the MP9 actually only good for the 1. Naomi cannot stick around, has to fall back.
Looks like this info is coming in on a lot sooner, and this time they don't commit to it, so Missy's going to rotate over. The issue with Missy rotating over is that she has no util, and neither does Naomi. Naomi's got 1 flashbang to defend this B hit.
Yeah, she might just try and set up Missy, right? I feel like that's what you've got to do here, because you've got no HP. This one's got to be Missy's round. Because they're just going to commit in. Missy moves into the bomb site. Head of that utility landing. Playing close. There's that flashbang that comes forward. Naomi straight to her doom. Missy, half blind. Able to get 1, 2. Is that enough? Keeps in the 2-on-2. Bomb to go down. Planting backside. Tess will re-smoke CT as well. Only flashes, no kit either.
Yeah, it's difficult, but at least they're all coming in again from the same direction. Gina is setting up this flashbang to aid Kiara in, but that's a lot of info because it is a flash for Coffins, and it's from CT. And 7licious just removes Gina like it's nothing. She's playing out of her mind right now, and she gets another one for Team Sweden.
So many triple kills from 7licious in Banana. She has been undeniable, and so have Sweden. 12-5.
Flawless on this T side.
No blemish. An exchange of map picks looks to be the recipe. It'll be quite the comeback for the Netherlands if they can get it done. Fight Banana again, MSAT charging forward. Naomi gets that contact. He'll actually do a fair chunk of damage. No, MSAT dodges it. The 3rd player is present over at B. They really want to secure this control. It's been such an issue for them.
They just keep fighting forward on this every single time, but this time it's Naomi with the FAMAS swats to the AK, and the spray's really good. Nearly also gets rid of Giuliano. It's a jumping Manashine that doubles down on the MP9, and suddenly Tess is thrown into a really tricky situation. A 1v4, the bomb not in her possession, but potentially can be quickly scooped up, but Manashine gets the forward info.
Oh, just the spray through as well. All right, so Netherlands will finally get that first round, but again, it comes after Sweden find map point.
And it's expensive. You're still going to be operating with the bare minimum, to be honest, if you're Team Netherlands. Manashine getting a double kill with an SMG provides and inspires just a little bit of hope here. I think Sweden's individual play has been out of this world, and for Netherlands, they've just gone a little bit absent here, and they keep trying to force fights. They keep trying to force the issue, very much like they did on Dust 2 on their CT side. However, this time on Banana, it's not working, and this is a lot more direct out of Sweden. It's quick off the mark. Manashine needs to find a multi, and instead will just scarp her.
Yeah, doesn't want to lose that fight and then give them the opportunity just to scale into B.
Well, they are.
And they're just running. That center is good. Wants to fight forward. Running down, but Manashine gets 1 before she goes. And still allowed this bomb to go down. Plenty of utility still. 7licious and Tess with the full set, so they'll keep smoking, keep mollying. 3-on-3. Is that extra smoke landing? Oh, and look where it lands, where two players are trying to break through. There's HE. So tricky for the Netherlands to fight back into this. Powerful post-plant positions. Flash is good though, Flash is great, but Juliano gets ahead of it, sprays down one, and then Sevenlicious. Oh, Kiara has flown out. She's found two, and it's not planted for Tess. It's not planted for her, but it doesn't matter. She takes out the defuse, flicks up, and confirms Sweden's victory on Inferno.
Absolutely terrific. I mean, what a moment for Tess, because she is the most inexperienced player on the stage right now. She's come up in a massive way for Team Sweden. That potentially could have been the way back in. That could have been the catalyst there for Team Netherlands, but no, defuse denied, and we go all three maps.
Yeah, cheeky way to do it too, prioritizing removing the player that's almost completed that defuse. And then quick onto the second. But a brilliant map from Sweden. That T side, kind of mentioned that they've had a really strong T Inferno so far, and yeah, that continues here. They get their first pistol, they actually go off it. It's a brilliant flawless run on that T half. You got to give so much props to Sevenlicious on both sides of the server. That B was just locked down. You know, for that 7 rounds they got in a row on the CT side, it felt like anytime they tried to go banana, Sevenlicious was getting a multi.
And then when she fell, you still got M-Sand getting so many multi-kills on top banana anyway. I feel like everyone really pulled their weight here for Team Sweden. The same couldn't be said for Dust 2. And now you look at Netherlands, it's like, okay, Missy, Naomi, again, had a good game, but where are these sort of important moments? We've got loads of important moments on Dust 2. Didn't really get that on Inferno outside of the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, I think that's kind of my concern with the Inferno map, right, at an event like this, is it is harder to enable these individuals. It's not a map that, you know, it kind of allows you to have players take over a game in that fashion. Sure, your anchors can do fantastic, like we saw from Sevenlicious, but it's really hard for a star rifle to just go out and go kill everyone, right? And I think that's what Netherlands was struggling with here, and it's kind of why it surprises me that Inferno is the map they pick into. I would think you'd prefer to go to a map, even like a Mirage, for instance.
I thought they were going to go Anubis. They picked Anubis all the damn time in Yash, right?
Yeah.
They made that their home staple. You even had teams in Yash that were just banning it against them so consistently. So I look at that and I think, potentially, but it's one of those, I suppose, where you do look at the Twins and you feel like they can lock down Banana. You can sort of just give all of that to Naomi. And to be fair, in the limited options that we had out of her, she was finding multi-kills. Ancient as this decider, I think leaves a lot more up in the air.
Yeah, I think this one's definitely where the Twins can get a lot more involved. I know Manashine is quite strong on this map as
Missy's
well.
good on this map as well.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't think Netherlands can be counted out by any stage, especially after we saw how dominant that Dust 2 was. The individuals are there. They were just locked out by Sweden on Inferno. So inspires hope for the Swedes with how dominant this map is, but still all up in the air, still all to be decided. Ancient to see which team joins Team France in the grand final. Don't go too far.
Andra, Sydflak, Zemras Jar. Në Kosovë, aty ku andrat nisën ekranet vogla. Në u rritëm, por loja në mbetin zemër. Mund është me urzu. Mund është me u thy fituesit. Ata nuk din me u dorzu. Ata kapin majat, se synimi është veç nalt. Herojnët I takuem, e herojnë u banëm vet. Në Kosovë, aty ku toka merr frymë e ëndrat marrin hov. Hajde ta djegim arenën. Tash është koha me shkrujt emnin tan.
Kő a fatoni, edhe bashkë me kreqës një vet, e din që s'ka me internet e pakot telkosit.
Telkos, dashnin lidhjet parë.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the stadium can hear us.
Yeah, everyone in the room can hear us.
There is it.
Try and catch them off.
The good news is that no one knows where Giuliano's gotten off to.
Giuliano's smoke on CT actually worked too good because it meant they came back through cave.
This now gets weird because you just clear mid, but Giuliano's now walking ramp.
There's a chance for her here, P250 in hand. Kiara is jiggling this position. Oh, Giuliano, information both ways, and now difficult crossfire to break and doesn't get the start. Kiara just wide swings. And Netherlands take the pistol. Gina with a brilliant little triple.
Yeah, really, really cool there from Team Netherlands, because as soon as they feel like as soon as they see the utility being dropped in from Sweden, it's just frontal facing. It's just a double swing down towards the B ramp. Gina just claims all these kills like it's nothing. And so Giuliano's flank, unfortunately, is just a little bit redundant. Del Eco, no bomb down, a couple of flashbangs. Maybe a limit test towards mid.
And not a lot of CT utility. So actually, they're just going to contact through.
All right.
I see holding a passive line. We'll jiggle that out, get that information. But they're scaling through red room. Straight to Naomi. Nice little first shot, but they get past her, and Kiara will now be the one stepping up. One for her, and we'll swing back through. Just need to reset. And it's just with the bomb and snuck through, but now spotted. And it's going to be Missy with the final frag, so no casualties. Sweden do a little tour of Ancient. Netherlands will convert, and now the guns will come out.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary when Kiara misses the first few shots, but she goes back behind the corner, recomposes herself, and just hits instant headshots. It's all right. But was there ever any need to worry for the Netherlands? We have seen this before. Look, they went 2-0 up on Inferno, and then suddenly Sweden, they just have this barrage of rounds. They've now got all the guns, they've got all the AKs, a lot of utility here as well. 3 players fighting strong in towards this mid-fight. Elbow not smoked at all. Counter flashes are in, but that's just all by design, surely, or maybe not, because Jenkin and Giuliano have both found kills, but they can't get by the third player. It's a Kiara colossal moment. And suddenly Sweden are in the disadvantage.
Yeah, that missing elbow smoke is all by design to try and bait Sweden into the play. They have 3 players in mid. Netherlands wanted that fight. Doesn't start the way they wanted, but Kiara will certainly finish it with style. Walks away barely. There's definitely a chance here for Emsan and Tess. A bit of time on the clock to work with. Need to go scoop up the bomb, but that's been vacated.
It's really tricky though, because it's been vacated, you're still taking all this time to clear out all these angles. And then if you go through mid, you've got to clear all of donut, you've got to clear all of red, you still got to be worried about cave. And all whilst this is going on, Kiara is using her life to almost scapegoat herself. She's now pushed a little bit further in towards A main. Didn't see anything initially, but Tess is currently holding for this. Or at least she was.
Just had to move back with the team.
It is scary, though, for Netherlands, because in essence, there are 1v1s.
Yeah, they've given up A now. Kiara's moved into main. Good position to play with the low HP. Smoke and just planting in it, though. It's going to be hard for Kiara to disrupt that if she wishes to. Oh, tap on it. Kiara reveals herself. Has to fall back. Now the bomb plant comes through. Tess has a lot of responsibility. They're allowed to get it down. Gina now swings out, and Emsan didn't look like she was ready. We'll get that kill. Remember, Kiara is low. Manashine's MP9 needs to find its mark. Good Molotov. Actually doesn't quite hit the mark. There's room here for Tess to stand. For both of them, they've found space. Tess swings out. Tess takes two. And between the two of them, they claw that one back.
It seems so unlikely as well. I mean, they do such a good job, even the fake out, just to get the guaranteed info that Kiara's over towards A main. You feel like this round is said and done right here when you see this sequence. Kiara shows a quality, but I mean, Tess is just, again, fantastic here. Emsan just enabled to have that space. The molly actually pushed her in towards CT, but that's absolutely fine because it means that she can get that flashbang off to set up Tess.
Beautiful team play in the 2v3. Even the fake on the bomb so that the main player can't remove. And now a fast play into cave. Juliana gets that opening kill and keeps scaling through. Gina's out long with the MP9, not the weapon for that angle. Naomi is not that far away. Great HE4, doing a lot of damage. Now Emsan will join up. Big gap on the edge here, and she will deliver one. Looking to try and spray onto another. Naomi standing her ground. A lot of damage done onto both Emsan and Tess, and off that, Sweden decided to disengage. All three CTs are here.
Netherlands read this, though, because look, you've been in the bomb site, and the bomb's still not down. So now it's a foot race, one that Team Sweden should win, in theory. And it's interesting that Kiara and Naomi, the twins, both split up.
Emsan goes in first at low HP. No one is here. Bomb is still a fair ways out. That's the concern. Needs to get a move on. They just had so many questions about where these players were. Oh, what a headshot from Emsan. Needed to be instant. And that might be the kill that locks in the round. When I say that, it is the twins that are alive. With two players, low HP but unknown. It's about just trying to do some damage. So Sweden, back to back. Shades of Inferno.
That's a wild kill from Emsan, because I thought Missy had all the info. I thought she saw her cross, but no, Emsan just hits the instant headshot. I like, again, that the Sweden have got all bases covered, because you still had, look, Tilda making her way through, Zevolution really trying to slow down the pace to go through A main. You had the players take the site initially, then they disengage, they got Donut. They are going into Kiara, though, and there are low HP targets. How many can Kiara find? How much damage will this bomb do when it explodes? That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of damage, but you say that, the fact that she goes down as well means it's just this one saved M4 for the Netherlands. So even though you've done this damage into this round, Sweden, yeah, you might see a MAC-10, you might see a Galil, but they still should be able to build up their economy off it. It won't break them. Unless Naomi can do something absolutely outrageous with her solo M4.
She can. She normally does. We'll have to wait and see. It's a big ask for her. Run boost over, misses the mark, but, you know, it's still fast enough to say, hey, look, shelf is clear, they're going A.
Look at this call, yeah, straight into A. The M4 is never going to be here. It will arrive, but too late. The smoke's already down, and the M4's gone. All right, that's one way to do it. Tess just flicks her through the smoke. And now Jenkin wants to get involved with the MAC-10. USPs still do hurt, though. Again, for the Netherlands, it's about seeing if you can do as much damage as possible. His body's at the problem. Kiara has found a couple with that scavenge gun. I think that's all she'll be allowed. So Sweden, 3 gun rounds in a row. Step into the lead. Kiara might not be allowed to hold on to this M4 either. Shadow spotted. Kiara a bit slow on that corner peak, so Tess, a little trigger happy, will go down.
Yeah, still good damage here. I mean, it doesn't matter too much because it's the T side, right? You can just plant the bomb and suddenly your money's just completely fine. But I feel like that gives a lot of confidence, especially to the Twins, who were so prevalent on map 1, I think disappeared. I think that's fair to say. On map 2, Kiara's arriving. We've heralded Manashine as this really competent, normally donut player. This time he's taking cave responsibility for this team, which is a bit interesting.
Looking to fight mid, perhaps. No one over towards B. They're just going to run it back. In fact, look at the space Jenkins got. Oh, no flashbang though onto Kiara. So that one's easy as you like. And now she moves over to help out the A players. There's going to be 3 defenders here. This feels impossible for Sweden to break into. Do they still want to commit? Maybe on the second volley. Flames. Missy's found a little spot to edge on. So many CTs over this side. Sweden need to find answers elsewhere.
But they do this a lot in the mid-round. They drag all the rotations over them. They just move back, even though when they don't really have the most concrete of map control. It'd be interesting to see if they re-walk middle, go through Donut, and end A, especially when you still got this lurk on MSAN in main.
Yeah, it feels like when you've left MSAN there, that A is still the destination. You just want to put those question marks into the Netherlands' minds.
And it is working, because look, I mean, they're so dynamic here on the CT side, Netherlands, but they're also a little bit in limbo. They're not really too sure what to expect because they've given up mid. It will be this recommitment.
No mid info, not even cave info.
No util.
Very passive hold on both sides. So Sweden, they are going to have a potential chance here. Missy playing big box. Will this be cleared? She'll swing out, and the flashbang helps set her up. A kill and then disengage. And Util goes both ways, just a lack of it. It's just going to be gunfights, and the player advantage is here for the Netherlands. Just a mid-lurk from 7 this Shiz. Just going to be too late to the party.
Interesting decision there, because especially when you contact back out through mid and you don't see that space, I would have really liked a couple more players from Team Sweden to go through Donut, threaten that split a little bit more actively. Especially with the fact, I mean, they don't know it, but there's just no util there for Netherlands whatsoever. There's limited utility on Sweden. That means that you're probably more incentivized to go for more of a contact-based play. That was the solution. They didn't find it. Instead, it's nice work from Missy. The fact that she keeps re-swinging, takes 2 down to the grave with her. Ties up the scoreline. Reminds Sweden that Netherlands are still here to play.
This round's a breaking point as well. The MAC-10's again trying to give it another go, and again, it's just free firing for Kiara. If you want to go for a head-on collision with her, you need utility to support it. The MAC-10's trying to charge out, but without any sort of flashbang, Kiara just holds her ground.
That's what, 2, 3 rounds in a row. We've seen that same play where we've got players scaling really quickly up the left-hand side of middle, dodging the early util, but Kiara's already prepared. Then this time you've got the twin support from Naomi. Mid off limits. Julian and Emsan looking to, again, reverse this plague that the Netherlands are putting upon them, but this is just so difficult. And they know Emsan's in elbow, otherwise why on earth would they molly it?
Shot angle offered up, back goes the other way.
14 and 2 for Kiara, if that make it 15.
Core kill, Kiara strikes again. She is single-handedly putting the entire of Netherlands into her backpack.
Tell you what, it's really nice to see as well, because obviously look, we followed the Twins' journey throughout ESL Impact. We saw them obviously attend LAN for the first time in that circuit last November in Stockholm. And they were a little bit touch and go there. In Yash, again, a little bit similar, but it was their first experiences. It just goes to show what a couple of events make, because now they're shining when it matters most. In the semi-final, in map 3, you have a 7.5 KD.
It's not a bad way to start things. And that nade, look at the damage on it. Straight into the doorway. Sweden will try and push through.
Time in.
Oh, managed
Time in.
Comes it over, and Missy is there to help. So 1 kill comes through. That's all it's going to be. So Netherlands will now increase the lead.
I want to see a pause here. I really just want to see a tactical pause here from Sweden because, again, we're running into the same issues we did on Dust 2. We've been hitting our head against the wall and towards middle. We had some really unique game planning that was working out really well. Reading the economy. Okay, we'll go for an execute over towards A. We'll take this long-range advantage. Now we've got all the guns out again. More importantly, more noticeably, by the way, I think this is the first round we've got Giuliano on the AWP. Let's make the most of it.
Yeah, it goes both ways as well. Missy will get hers out too. Giuliano in this one going to be more supportive.
Oh, this is a ridiculously aggressive angle.
Yeah, Missy posts up, holding that line in towards Jaguar. She can catch that cross in heaven. Sweden not extending past that line.
Yeah, Sweden a little bit scared because that smoke didn't land flushing towards the doors, so just dropping a molly.
Was Giuliano spotted on this little jump up? Gino's
Not
playing
sure.
incredibly passive.
Oh, maybe she was. Yeah, I think she was. And then Missy will profit. She'll get rid of MSAN. Flashbang, brilliant. And that allows Gina to cross back in. Get the guaranteed information. Giuliano is still boosted with this AWP.
She'll have to fall back. And select out middle and seen very little. Maybe that's going to be the play. Try and take this space through. Kiara got the info, drop her own smoke, and at a powerful timing too, 40 seconds. Forces Sweden to make a decision. Do they want to run through CT? I think that's going to be have to be the play. You can't really go to B at this point. Yeah, they're going to smoke it down. Manashang will start to edge further forward. Player spotted going into main.
Yeah.
That's a lot of info. You know, one's donut, one's main.
This is difficult. This is now really difficult if you're Netherlands because you kind of put yourself in an unfavorable position. Now Giuliano's holding the flank. Oh no, but Missy's hit a no-scope and Naomi gets 1 kill in from A main. That could be enough. Sevenlicious still aware of Kiara in Donut. They've got to go and isolate this fight. They've got to push forward somehow because the Wolves, they're closing in and Kiara keeps snapping the door shut on Team Sweden. Sevenlicious has been clutching on Inferno and now needs another triple kill but can't handle the heat that Netherlands are putting down on the A bomb site. 6 rounds plays free, and it's Missy's triple.
Kiara just stuck in towards Donut. They really want to isolate that fight. But even with her back against the wall, she still comes out on top.
It's ridiculous that they're able to get 1 kill apiece, Kiara and Naomi, even when they're known.
And Missy, with that AWP, as soon as it comes into play, gets 3. Doesn't end up with it into the follow-through. I'm not even sure how she hit that no-scope amongst all of that. There was some chaos happening in Red Room.
Again, it's just the responsiveness. It's just like immediately because Kiara has smoked off Donut, forces them to go in towards red. That means all the B players can come over in time. That means Kiara and Naomi can set up this somewhat elongated crossfire. They have forced into this, Team Sweden. And yet again, they've got control in towards middle. Kiara, not here.
Giuliano's looking for that pick. A lot of players here to give that opportunity. Flashbang, good disengage. And Shine will swing back out, and off the back of that, Giuliano gets hers.
Oh, wow. Look at that collat damage.
Jenkins caught out Naomi. And you've got this player deep red. Surely you make your moves now. Oh, Kiara!
Okay.
She's just in insane
And
mode
look at
right
Missy.
now.
Missy's now moved into A main. Now remember, you last saw Kiara at Donut. Are you ever going to expect an A main player?
She can play out. No, so the bomb's allowed to go down. She might just get caught here. Missy moves out. Yeah, MSAN is removed. Tess and Jenkins, oh, not in a comfortable position. A smoke available as well. Onto the bomb, not onto Donut itself. But still, sure, flashbang comes over, but the swing through, Missy collects hers. Jenkins, it's not in the position for her. They've hurt her as well. She's not even going to give it a go. Save the AK. 7 post the Netherlands.
It's just such a ridiculous shot that Kiara hits on
Insane.
Sevenlicious as well. Again, it's just fluid in this defense. This time we've got 3 players starting over at B for the Netherlands. They give up mid deliberately, very much as they did in the last round. They're trying to indicate to Sweden, hey, we're running the same setup, maybe walk into us. More aggressive plays down towards the B ramp instead. Didn't quite work out, but at least there was trades. There was that dink on MSAN too. At least they're getting bomb plants here. So with the loss bonus, they're able to scale. And uh-oh, Jenkin is just ahead of that smoke. Kiara, of course, will trade.
Yeah, just swings through, gets that one. They knows no threat at heaven. Trades on towards ramp. Gina feeling the pressure. Smoke drop, getting run down, but it goes up in time.
Oh, and I love this little reposition. Moves back over, and of course, Kiara is immediately at the scene of the crime.
She wants this fight, doesn't she? Gonna focus in towards middle. Smoke, a little nervy for her. Oh, peeks out and dealt with. You've removed Kiara, you've done the hard work. But now Missy wants to step in, she'll swing and straight into the crosshairs. Gina reveals herself, last player.
That's the bomb.
Tess comes over to help and it's Giuliano with a big 3P. Sweden, stem the bleeding. Five would be a good recovery on this T-half.
Good news for Netherlands is they keep winning rounds, so coming into the last round of the first half here, we're able just to invest absolutely everything. Missy can still be on that AWP. Giuliano without hers, that's the only pardon here for Team Sweden. Otherwise, they got everything, all the bells, all the whistles, and potentially another mid-fight with Kiara.
You really want this. They're both here. Kiara. Oh, and Missy misses the chance this time. A line that she's had success on. Twins really do want this fight in middle, don't they?
Yeah, they really just feel like they can just take liberties. But instead, it's a deep flashbang to going towards Red Room. Missy comes over with the AWP, and Kiara moves over to this right-hand side, but it's Jenkin that strikes first. Needs to maybe remove both of these twins.
Yeah, we'll step back.
Ouch.
She to Missy, at least she's got the AWP, doesn't matter as much. Smoke will land in her face too. Good utility, just to keep that element of the unknown.
Yeah, I like this as well because you vacated A for so long. If you're Team Netherlands, you've seen a rifle and, well, not quite an AWP in towards Red Room, but you're doing enough here. You've kept 2 players busy over towards A. They're handling all that responsibility, and that puts a lot on Manashine and Gina.
K being taken. Manashine playing up close. The timing on this could be awful for her. Tess will come out around the corner and caught with the incendiary in hand. But Giuliano's flank comes through. She gets to Manashine. You know exactly where she was. In towards the cave. She'll run through. No, just to spam through. Looks like Giuliano's flank. Back-to-back rounds from the captain of Sweden. Oh, she'll even complete it with 3. So 5 on the board for Sweden. A recovery on this T-half. Again, no pistol. Still a decent haul.
There's just so much similarities going on between map 1, map 2, and map 3. Because look, we had map 1 where it was very dominant on the CT side for Netherlands, and then Sweden, they just really struggled to start. But this, and then an Inferno, it was 7-5, it was a recovery. And now we're here again, where it's literally just the same, just the other way around. We go to a break. When we come back, we decide who's in that grand final.
في tuosit. Ata nuk di me odërzu. Ata kapin majat, se synimi është veç nalt. Heronjt I takuem, e heronjt u banam vet. Në Kosovë, aty ku toka merr frymë e ëndrat marrin hov. Hajde ta djegim arenën. Tash është koha me shkrujt emnin tan.
Kö av Fatoni edhe bashkë me kreqës një vet, e din që s'ka me internet e pakot telkusit.
Telkos, dashnin lidhje të parë.
And we are back for our second half between Sweden and the Netherlands. The winner of this map goes through to our grand final tomorrow. Sweden with 5 on the T half, Netherlands with the lead. We know what these pistol rounds have been like for Sweden. If there was ever a moment to come through with one, this is it.
Good to see as well, Giuliano stepping up. Giuliano, the one that was obviously doing the damage on Ancient last time out for Team Sweden. Yet again, leading by example. Now, Team Netherlands, it's fast, it's direct, it's going to be a head-on collision in Donut.
Yeah, classic double donut setup in play. Jenkin will actually remove the jumping player. She's looking for more. Oh! Talk about incredible. Jenkin looking for every single kill. Gush down, but she's done her job. That is a donut hold.
The unlikely hero for Team Sweden. Jenkin gets it done and juggles with this contact between her and her teammate. They're so disgusting. They are so outrageous.
Unbelievable. A highlight moment to give Sweden the pistol. The Netherlands, they find nothing in that, so they go for the full eco. Sweden will be in position to tie us up.
What a time. What a time for that to come through. One nade on Gina, that is it. For Team Netherlands, a slow, patient creep up towards heaven. Going through the motions, Jaguar clear. We're not interested in that though, because keep your eye on Tess, because she's right behind them with Giuliano. Between the two of them, in fact 3 of them, they're getting every single damn kill. Clean up on Isle Heaven for Team Sweden, and now they're all level.
Yeah, lovely collection of kills, almost all of those on the SMGs as well. Good to get them active. You're still going to have these 3 MP9s into the next round. Netherlands with AKs across the board. Sweden decide to do anything special in this. Does look like they might want to contest in towards middle, but Netherlands playing very passive. Maybe going for a late take. They're all sitting back basically in spawn.
Yeah, this is extreme. Oh my goodness me, really?
What?
The range on the MP9. Yes, it really is that accurate. Naomi removed early, but that's not the twin you got to worry about.
MSAN's got all this control as well.
So much control.
They are going to progress back. Oh, that's not the nade Giuliano hoped for. She's going to get the fight, though, that she wanted. Oh. And even the ding on the Gina, Giuliano has over-delivered with the MP9 in A main. Calls for the team to fall back into a more passive stance. The job is almost as good as done. Make sure no one can cross heaven. All bases covered right now. Delicious. This is her opportunity. And on the off angle, oh, gets the shot off. And Kiara runs her down. MSAN will at least find Mana Shine. That's over at ramp. And now it's a scale up from heaven. Tess will spot out the drop down. And they are going to commit back into this. MSAN's reposition. And now the information, they thought maybe this is going to be a play back towards A, but now MSAN's in the position just to win the whole round by herself. There's that first kill. And Gina brought low from earlier. MSAN will deliver. And Sweden win out the first gun round.
That is expert positioning. That is absolutely textbook positioning from MSAN. Just hits the timing, goes through. And I love the way that Jenkin plays that as well, because she just completely baits it in and gets the round-winning play there for Team Sweden. Flawless here on this second half.
Yeah, MSAN was kind of on her way to just run around to A as well, right? She wanted to flank eventually, but as soon as that contact comes through, it's like, okay, I'm in the position to win this. Giuliano gets the AWP out. We have Tech 9s across the feed. This might be a poppier play towards B. Limit test this bomb site. A triple setup towards Cave and Jag. Giuliano's AWP will be on the line. This is that first opportunity. Flashbang is good. Tess is forced back. Feeling that pressure, but Giuliano holding the line at least for the one. And Mana Shine, she's doubled down.
Uh-oh.
Tech 9's done a lot of work. Sevenlicious has been caught. How's that happened?
And look, Tess is still half HP. Oh, might even creep further forward still. Mana Shine is low, sure, but that bomb's been planted. And look at the HP for Team Netherlands. One rifle could just undo everything, and Tess hits the timing. Naomi still unknown over at default. Missy's recovered an AWP, but it's smoked off, and that leaves Naomi isolated. In fact, Missy just comes through on that timing just as the smoke blooms. Now it's all up to MSAN, hero of the last round, trying to go back-to-back, but can't get by the Tech 9.
Naomi's ridiculous. What sort of shot is that? A tap on the corner, a little jiggle. And that's the round the Netherlands get their T-side started with. Just Sweden's positioning as that play comes up from ramp was just not ideal. They wanted to take that full control in towards Cave. And as they fall back off it, that's exactly when the Netherlands strike. They're just not in position to deal with it. Tess does well to disengage. Giuliano gets one. It feels like you're starting to get something happening. I don't know what happened to Sevenlicious.
Got caught on the flank. They were just ran in towards Cave, hit that timing. Mana Shine just gets two just disgusting entries. Look what it's done as well to the finances. Brittle. Giuliano will get an AWP, but it comes with absolutely nothing behind it. One flashbang, no armor, MP9s. That's it.
Good stance in towards A main. Double-ponged push, and Giuliano's found the kill in mid. So that's a nice way to get that AWP involved.
20 and 13 is Giuliano.
Yeah, she's been doing wonders for them. And now further aggression, a flash forward. It's good, but play is anti. And off the back of that, the scaling comes through. Jiggle, Giuliano forced off the line and into another. How does Missy win that?
Oh, she was deeper. It was Mana Shine up close.
Oh, I see. Jenkins flanks good. Removes one. As the support from MSAN coming through the cave. Missy gets on the line though. The wide swing, easy enough for her to pluck that one. So it's MSAN unknown. Oh, but pre-fires. And now very known and easily swung on. That's a real shame because that opening kill comes through. They decide to get aggressive down the ramp. The MP9 at that range does not do the job.
You know what, it's actually really sad because, not that they know this, but if they didn't throw that flashbang, Netherlands were going into Cave. So if they didn't throw that flashbang, they're going to get at least 2 kills on players' back turn. But because you've thrown the flash, you're giving over that indication. Everyone is immediately alerted. They immediately swing on these players. They can only find 1 kill each. A stack on A feels pretty good because that's where Netherlands are currently congregating.
Yeah, see if they can get much done with this. Jump up, we'll spot out Jenkins. So not much to be said there. The Flames have not removed MSAD, but Naomi will. So stack or not, matters not. USP gets 1, but that's all it will be. So 2-round lead, Netherlands hit double digits.
Kiara reclaims her position at the top of the server, wrestling that with Giuliano. No AWP for Sweden's captain in round 19. Splatterings of utility here and there for Team Sweden, but you see that Tess has had to compromise, go down to an SMG to afford everything.
Kiara wants this fight. There's no one really to contest it. Jenkins will break the smoke, but doesn't see a great deal, so Kiara has been allowed to scale so close to red.
Oh, that's brilliant. I think she heard her. I think she heard her get tagged, and now the run back as well. Kiara is doing absolutely everything for Team Netherlands.
Just a monster, isn't she? 23 and 10.
I love that little spam play though, and the reaction for Sweden so more often than not has been to push down ramp. And this time Missy's holding for it, misses the shot. That's the bomb drops. Naomi is still here, and they know about Sevenlicious.
Yeah, Tess gets a dink.
Look at Kiara. But this gets really weird. This still gets weird because you've got MSAN that's now on this big flank, and Kiara is going to say, I've got A.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to go back here, though. Sevenlicious spots out Kiara. Now they're trying to push onto her position. Great kill. If she can remove Kiara, oh, that was the chance. Then she would have been fine to stay alive. And MSAN's flank could have come to fruition. Still a chance for it, but Nade does half her HP, then a smoke lands. She's going to try and brave it. Timing's actually crazy. Naomi looks away as she comes around the corner, but Gina just spams through the wall. So Kiara, a triple kill.
Quality. Absolute quality from Kiara. I mean, the spam as well to get Jenkins to fall back off the angle gives the audio cue. Kiara just walks through the smoke, instant headshot, then causes chaos. Actually vacates red, goes round in towards Donut, gets the kill on the player's CT, completely blindsides Team Sweden at every single opportunity. And that could be one of the final nails in the coffin for Team Sweden because their money is really not in the greatest state of affairs. They're going to concede potentially grand final point.
Kiara's round there is just one of those moments where mechanics meets brilliance. MSAT will get that first kill. A lot of damage has been done back. And for Netherlands, it's straight over to A. Beckett's hearing all of this. Let's try and get ahead of it. Oh! Missy's kind of looking all over the shop there, but at least Naomi will get that trade back. Kiara dropping flames, and okay.
That's crazy, she does that. Maybe Tess can surprise, but Naomi is covering for her partner in crime, and Kiara just keeps on finding kills. Oh, between the two of them, the twins get an ace, and Netherlands are up to 12 and series point.
4 chances to lock in that spot. The grand final awaits. Sweden have to deliver here. York back for Giuliano, uncontested. Netherlands again, they look to fight mid this time. Naomi drops her own molly there. Prevent that close scaling. Sevenlicious gets ahead. Brolin molly will get all that control in towards Jaguar. Kiara leading the charge out through middle. Giuliano is scooped up on the upper angle. Needs to be ready for Kiara. The wide swing comes out. Kiara is such a menace. Oh! She's unstoppable. Unstoppable, undeniable. Kiara is her. And this is the death knell for Sweden. Tess and Emsan in an unwinnable 2v5. 30 kills found. And she might just find 31.
Smile before she locks it in. It's sick, it's twisted. But it's Kiara doing all of the damage. And the Netherlands are your second grand finalists. They go on to play Team France tomorrow.
Yeah, that's going to be an absolute banger of a grand final. Netherlands off the back of Kiara, 30 bombing to get them over the line on Ancient. For Sweden, it's not all over yet. Obviously, the grand final sadly out of reach. But the third place decider will be playing out tomorrow. That'll be against Team Portugal, who we saw in a similar situation, getting so close, but just missing out on that opportunity. But the Netherlands, a team that I didn't necessarily expect to get into the grand final, certainly one of the top 4 contenders. But with the twins on the form that they have been, with Kiara playing like that, they are undeniable.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? She drops 30 kills, 11 deaths. I mean, everyone really performed it in that first half, but it was so many multi-kills coming out here for Kiara. Giuliano tried her best. Giuliano, again, stepping up on Ancient, leading by example when it matters most. Jenkins had that ridiculous pistol round. You start to think, oh, okay, well, it's going in the right direction here for Team Sweden. They battled back valiantly in that first half, and then Kiara just takes over the server.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, she single-handedly won so many of those T rounds. That last one, obviously, but multiple before that as well. That one where she lurks through, like just the round prior, right? Like, ridiculous. She's just absolutely phenomenal stuff from Kiara, from Team Netherlands, a team that we really expect big things, given they are reigning champions technically.
Sure.
But a very tough competition in Sweden, and they stood up, they took them down, and now they've set us up for a very exciting grand final.
Yeah, they absolutely have. That grand final takes place tomorrow alongside that third place decider. But for now, that is all for the action. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for that grand final.
Kosovo, att du går tåga med frun är andra varin hav. Haideta diegim arenan. Taš, ostkoa, mes kruit ämnintan.
Kö on fatoni, edhe bashkë me kreqës një vet, e din që s'ka me internet e pakot telkusit.
Telkos, dashnin lidhje të parë.
sola todo va. Sobre tu cuerpo yo quiero aventurar, como me gusta, yeah. Cuando llegue aquí, mamita, apaga el celular. Sabes que cuando estamos solas todo va. Sobre tu cuerpo yo quiero aventurar, como me gusta.
No Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Fria, fria, make it harder. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like 4 bottles in. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m. This nigga got me loose. From what you say, I'm drunk off you. Then I go, baby, won't get me through. I ain't got a bag, but I want you. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know your location. Send me your location.
Where you at, where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 bottles on our own expense. Only live once, so we so lit. Let's take shots, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on drunk texts. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown